New emergency shelter rules have kicked in Massachusetts.
So the regulations look to phase out using hotels as shelters and cut down on the funding being pumped into the system right now.
The influx of migrant families has put a strain on the only state in the country with a right to shelter law. Sophia Zabos live in studio to break down the new rules for us.
Well, Kate and Patrick, Governor Maura Healey is calling the state's emergency shelter system unsustainable, saying she hopes the new limits will get families into permanent housing as quickly as possible and make shelter stays brief and non-reoccurring. This new system puts families on one of two tracks based on their level of need. Families determined to need a lower level of support will go through the rapid shelter track, where they will face a 30-day limit in one of the state's overflow shelters. Families with more complex needs, like pregnant women or people with disabilities, will go to the state's bridge shelter track. There, they will be able to stay in a traditional shelter for up to 6 months. Both tracks promise intensive support, including help with work authorizations, job placements, and English language classes. But homeless advocates say the new rules could leave out a lot of families.
It really is saying for the vast majority of families, you're going to get these intense services and that's going to be all. And I think, the criteria don't really seem to match what families' needs are when it comes to being able to safely exit shelter for permanent housing.
Now, those advocates for the homeless want the state to tap into a rainy day fund to help pay for the crisis. And this all comes after Governor Healey announced yesterday a temporary shelter in Cambridge is set to close in just 4 days. Live in the studio this morning, Sophia Zabo, 12 News.